Welcome back to Dungeons and Chronics. We got the Proxxon hot wire cutter. I just took it out the box. This was a birthday present from my oldest son. Eldest. Thank you very much, Joshua. We're gonna try to assemble this. I went through the instructions briefly and they not that helpful. As you can see, has this here where you connect the wire from the bottom. This arm, it goes the long way like this. And then you have to connect this wire to the bar. So we're gonna attempt to do that here. First you have to take this little screw and make sure you don't lose it. Let's see if this goes here the long way. No. Doesn't go the long way. It goes, you gotta reverse it. You gotta take this piece off. You gotta bear with me because this is my first time, messing with this machine. As you can see, it's brand new. And I don't really know what I'm doing here. As you can see. Okay, I guess you gotta open this and take this knob out. Okay, I'm trying to do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't know if this comes out. Okay. Why I can't get this in here? Okay, got a nice snug fit. Right, let's turn this way. I want to do it where you guys can still see what I'm doing. Okay, it has a knob here that you have to take out, and I guess you put back in. Let me see if I can do this, Okay, we tighten that knob. Okay, let me adjust this. I can see better. I like to say good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on what time you're seeing this video and what part of the world you're in. And once again, I would like to thank everybody who wished me a happy birthday on St. Patrick's Day. And those who wished me a happy birthday a little later, thank you guys very much. So the first thing you do, you take this knob off. You adjust the thing where you get the hose, level, and you put it back in, and that screw you took out in the beginning. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay. That screw goes attached to this wire. Okay, so we're gonna attempt to do that right now. Okay, I'm trying to do everything where you guys can see what I'm doing, where I can see what I'm doing too. So it's a little difficult. Okay, we're gonna connect this wire and see what it do. Lean this against something. So we connected the power. This is what gives it power. I guess what heats it up, or we connected it. I'm sorry I didn't get it on camera. I got an incoming call. You know how that goes. But it was pretty simple, you just fasten the thing to the screw and tighten it. This is where the tricky part comes in. I'm just gonna assemble it. I don't have one of those carpenter rulers to really set it up properly. So it might not be 90 degrees, and that's That's what I need. Holy moly, I just lost the washer. So it's really... So like I was saying, it's really good to have like a carpenter ruler or some kind of ruler with a 90-degree angle where you can really get this thing straightened out. Screw this back on here, not too tight because we're gonna have to adjust this. You know, you gotta pardon me because if you've seen any of my videos, I got shaky hand syndrome. I don't know what you call it, but especially when I gotta do like really small, intricate work. The smaller, the more my hands shake. I don't know if any of you have that problem. Okay, I don't know. There's something I'm supposed to do here. Okay. Guess it has this little thing here. I don't know if how do I take this off? Oh, like that. So what it said, eesh, I don't want that to happen. Okay, I just made a mess here. Like I said, this is my first time messing with this thing. I don't know why this thing is like that. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But it has a little slot here. Let me zoom into this. It has a tiny little slot here where the wire runs through, and then you have to put it through this hole. It says to leave about 2 inches. I know this wire is real, you can't really see it too good. Sorry about the camera, I'm holding it with one hand. So you just leave about 2 inches of this wire to feed it through this hole, and then have it connected here, adjust it here, and let's give it a shot. Let's leave it like this so you guys can see a little bit. I don't know if I say zoom in. So let's, I really made a hot mess of this hot wire. I don't understand why this thing, is it this? Why this thing moving? Okay, that's why. If you guys have one of these and you got any tips, any do's and don'ts, let me know. I know they have a lot of off-market or aftermarket accessories for these. There's a guy called Gerard from Shifting Lands. He does a lot of accessories for this to make this thing even more, even better, you know, I guess. I don't know what I did here, but this wire is all over the place. Okay, let me get this in order. So what you gotta do is feed the wire, you know, from here. Feed it through a hole. It has a little hole here. You feed it through here, and this is what tightens it. They say to leave about 2 inches of wire, and then you tighten it through here. So we're gonna try that out and see how that works. Okay. Some of the features of this Proxxon, if you see on the left-hand side, this is the temperature gauge for the thickness of the foam you're cutting. And for disclosure, this is a metric system, not in inches, which is gonna be a little of a challenge for me because I don't know, you know, the metric system here in the States, you know. So this is the guide for the power of the heat. Over here, you adjust the heat, and this is the power button, and this is to give the wire tension. And of course, this is the outlet. All right, so we got the wire. We want to get it some tension, feed it through the slot, and let's see how that works. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, because the wire is very, yeah, you can see it a little bit. See the wire? Yeah. So it says to leave about 2 inches, so I think that's good enough there. We're gonna tighten this. And hopefully give it a run through and see what this do. So like I said, right now I'm not gonna have a good 90 degree because I'm just eyeballing this. I'm gonna use a ruler, but it's better like a carpenter's tool or one of those T rulers or whatever they call. So I'm just gonna try to get it as straight as possible with this thing. And as tight as possible. Not as tight. I think that may be a little too tight. You hear that? So right there, I guess, you know, and if I did this, it's like really a 5-minute build, I guess. You know, it's not that hard. You don't really need the instructions. They a little bit useless to me, and I really can't see them even with my reading glasses. This thing is too small. You know, but that's really all the instructions you get here. You know, and then it's in a different language. And the little thing about connecting the red wire. But basically that's all you need, because that's all you're gonna do. You know, you turn this around, you take this, because it's connected to the smaller piece, you flip it, and basically that's it. There's a foot pedal for this that turns it on and off, and I think I'm gonna invest on that hopefully in the future. Sorry for passing by. You know, here at Dungeons and Chronics, we're crafting and cooking and stuff. I guess this is part of stuff. So I don't, oh, the arm, a little adjuster piece. I don't know exactly how to put this. I want it here. So I don't know how this goes exactly. What is it stopping? What's making it stop? I don't know if I have this the right way, but something is. Okay, that's what it is. How do I get that? Okay, I don't know exactly how to do this. If I gotta push this thing. Get it in. Goes this way. Okay, let's try it. I'm having technical difficulties with this part here. Okay, I figured it out. The more you tighten the screw, I guess this is to keep it stable and tight when you put it in there. The more you tighten the screw, this thing here widens. So that's why I couldn't get it in. No pun intended. So we're gonna loosen that up so it could be nice and fastened, if you could see that. And hopefully this should slide now. There you go, you see? Now it slides. I guess this is to tighten it when you got it like where you want it. I can see the wire is slightly off. So you unfasten this knob when you want to move it, I guess, to whatever width you're cutting or whatever angle. See, this is for the angle. You tighten it, it'll stay there. And you tighten this. It don't move. The one thing a lot of people complain about this thing is this bar not being high enough, and it's kind of, you can see it has a little give to it and moves. So it's not like really flat on it, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Like I said, there's a guy named Gerard at Shifting Lands that he makes jigs for it. I seen Wylock at Wylock's Armory. He made one out of foam. I think I'm gonna attempt that before I order it, because Gerard at Shifting Land, it's a great product, but I'm at the States and it's coming from the Netherlands. And you guys all know about shipping, you know? So here we go. I'm gonna get a piece of foam and try this sucker out. Okay, so we got a piece of scrap foam. This foam I found like this. You know, as you can see, I'm trying to carve some windows or something into this foam. But we're gonna, now, to me, I'm gonna give you my little thing or opinion or tip on this. As you always know, if you're anything with foam, especially with you know, hot wire, it gets a little smoky, and this thing has a smell that's real, and you know, the fumes of this thing is really not good for you. I suggest you have ventilation and use a mask, you know. So, you know, a lot of this thing, let's turn this sucker on. We're gonna put it till 3. Right here, you see the dial. This is the temperature. So we're going with 3 for like medium, I guess. It says 10 to 20 millimeters, whatever millimeters is. You guys know, let me know in the comments how many inches is millimeters. I put it to this this length, and you know, a lot of this thing is give and take. I guess you get comfortable with it. Like, you know, when I first started using Olfa knives, you know, doing 2, 3, 4 cuts instead of trying to cut it through in one shot and getting those rough edges. I guess it's a learning process with everything. This is my first time. They say a lot of this, you know, is speed and temperature. And this, what I'm talking about speed is how fast or slow you feed this thing through it, and the temperature is on, you know. So I got it at 3. I'm gonna go medium speed, slow, I don't know what that means, but I'm not trying to go through this fast. Oh my Lord. I made a mistake because I didn't put the bar long enough. Jesus. I love this thing already. This is my first, you see a little smoke? It's always good to shut it off when you finish, because any extra residue is gonna smoke and it's gonna stink up the place. This is my first attempt. You can see some ridges and something, and as you can see, let me adjust the bar a little bit. Okay. Do it like this. Ooh, that smell. And I have my window open. All right, so we're gonna put the bar like this. That way I can run it all the way through. And that's another thing that I personally don't like. Is the bar should be a little longer, I think, too. A little longer extended and a little higher. You know. But Jesus Christ, you seen how that thing go? That thing cut like butter. You know, I should have bring it a little closer. I should have adjusted to the size of the bricks I need, but this is, holy moly. All right, we're gonna turn it on again. And I'm gonna run it through this way now. I ran it through this way, I'm just gonna run it. This is just, you know, I wanna give it a couple of cuts and experiment with this and show you guys, you know. This is not like the top of the line. And there's others that are a little bit more economic. I never say cheaper or inexpensive. We use the word economics over here. There's another one that's a little bit, you know, more economical. You know, let me try with I don't know, let me see slower. Let's see if slow gives me a smoother cut. Look at that. So you see, I look at this one. I went a little faster with this one. I don't know if you can see that with the lights. You can see it a little bit. Those little lines, the little waves. Now look at this side. I went slower on this side, and you can hardly see the line into the end. It's more. Let's try that again. Okay, as you can see, you even see a little indent here. But that's before I had the bar totally extended. So I'm gonna go through this again a little slower than I did the first time. You know, once you get to know this machine, again, I got the ridges. I don't know if I have to adjust the temperature. Let me try it a little higher. Oh, you seen that it moved on me. And that's totally my fault because I didn't tighten this as much as I should have. Right, well, let's try this again. This time I'm gonna try slow. This thing cuts like butter. You know, and I'm even this I'm not too worried about. You can buff this out with a little sandpaper. But it's all, you know, getting adjusted to the heat. I guess. Oh, look at that. That's probably why too. Let's take, oops. I don't know what's going on there. You guys seen that? The thing turned red hot. Let's turn the temperature down a little bit. And run this sucker again. This time I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Oh man, now, making bricks, Jesus. And this is just, you know, going fast. These cuts are not coming out straight because I'm let's turn the temperature up a little bit. Let's see if that works. So one thing I noticed as I'm doing this, if you get thicker cuts, meaning you lose more material the hotter it is. You know, so you got to keep that in mind when you're. All right, we got it at 2 now. So there you go, assembly. Not exactly a review. It's like I said with the mic, when I finally get the piece I ordered to use it, I can't give you a good review because I don't have nothing really to compare it to. The same thing with the hot wire cutter. I can tell you this is a lot better than using a lot faster. I don't know if better, but a lot faster than using the Olfa knife or the X-Acto knife. I'm still gonna use that for a lot of other things. You know how that goes. All right, let me show you. Let's try putting it on this side before I call it a day. Maybe I should put it the other way. Okay, I gotta always remember to to adjust that thing so it could fit through here. Now tighten it. We're gonna go at an angle just for fun. And let's give it a sharper angle. Tighten that. Alright, we're gonna go with this. As you see that, and then you can turn it the other way. You know, I'm not measuring nothing. Look at that. So I could imagine the things, you know, I could do with this, or you guys that are a little more creative than me or have a little more experience in the hobby. Look at that. You know, and that's that I'm not measuring nothing, you know. Oops. Right, I fouled that one all up. You know. Yep, that's hot. With a little, you know, with a little finessing it, you'll get the hang of it. You know. Especially if you know about the metric system. You know, yo! That's my roommate. Big Kev, you see him in my comments a lot. Hey, look at that. Little Monopoly house. You know, so I like it. It's gonna help me out a lot in crafting and coming up with stuff. And like I said, there's a lot of aftermarket jigs and things for it, so you can make domes and all kind of angle cuts and stuff. Take a look at Gerard from Shifting Lands and Jeremy at Black Magic Craft. And basically that's it. I know it's a little longer video than I intended to be, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. So far, I like the product. And Dungeons and Chronics, God bless. Enjoy your day and get the crafting.